Hello, and welcome my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless True Love timeline read with new music. Thank you, Janet Grace Alvarado. I am your reader of Virgo Sun sign, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. My initials: professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service at the time of this timeless recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available. There is a link in the description box to that Kindle version of it. You can click it, preview it for free, and see some of the prayers, principles, and practices that have kept me in business for 25 years and way more than that. It's broken down into chakra chapters. We're looking at chakras in this reading, so you might find it helpful. The original version, though, the pre-Kindle, if you want to call it that, well, that one's over on Patreon. And darlings, it is a Fellini Film Festival compared to the Kindle version. It's one of the benefits that some of my subscribers get over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Loving it big time. We just added a 7-day free trial option to our first level Seeker. We got Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess. It's a lot to say. God, Goddess is the top tier. They get everything. But all of my subscribers get 3 things in common. They get all the extended readings, and there are a lot of them. The part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, and some of them are juggernauts, and they're all relationship based. They get the daily check-ins, an unlisted YouTube live stream links. They can literally chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications and spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a something to send us on our way. And it's the best way for me to start my day, to set me up for what I'm doing right here, right now, and I love it. The third thing they get is a significant discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling, and or private readings in Zoom, in person, all of that. We'll talk about it at the end of the video for sure. But I love Patreon. As a Virgo, 4 planets, second house, Leo rising, Virgo, Pisces moon, born on a full moon. It is just the best thing ever for me right now to bring my spirituality, my life purpose, my service to the world. So I love it. Go click the link, check it out, look at the menu at least. And I think you'll like what you see there. And then come Patreon on Patreon. Hey, the 7-day free trial Seeker. Give it a shot. Because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons. You could call me Mal. Hey, my beloved virgins. Oh, and our cross watchers. Aw, we love you, our cross watchers. Mostly. Let's get some explanation for the new Virgos and the cross watchers, and then we'll get to the divination that we're all here for. This is a simple timeline. Past, present, future general read, obviously on YouTube. To look at the internal and external dynamics of where we have been, where we are, and where we're headed, most probably, in the True Love timeline. Now, the True Love timeline, what would it be like if you made the most wisest, most loving, empowered decisions every step of the way? Sometimes it's called the soul's path, or the third road, or it's been interpreted a lot of different ways. Well, the thing about True Love is that it is your spiritual path, your healing path, your spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, your evolution. Through your relationships in your life, and you're the common denominator, so though you can't control what other people do, no matter how hard we've tried, Virgos, we can't, it doesn't work. We can control ourselves to an extent too, right? My legs are crossed like a Virgo right now under this table. We are the common denominator, so we heal a little, right? We do the best that we can, and we shift every relationship in our life as a result of that, and take those relationships with us, most of them, into a more love-based, truth and love as one thing timeline, right? The happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser relationships in all shapes and forms. If it's romantic, it's romantic. It's a general read. But heal one little bit in one relationship, and of course it's going to have a positive effect on your romantic relationships if that's what you are wanting. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that. It's just, let's face it, it's a hero's journey, the romantic relationships, yeah. So I got different readings for that, the Path of True Love readings with extendeds, and the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate, contract readings, blah, 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 and all of that. So Right. Everybody's getting, all of the 12 signs get 3 Daughters of the Moon tarot, past, present, future for the internal. They get 3 mythic tarot, lower 3 chakras, masculine energy, outside in, inside out, relationships in the physical world. And then each deck gets something, a wild card from a wild deck that I choose about a half hour before I hit the record button. Of course, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, because don't you just want to have like a lovely little piece of something to help you navigate on the True Love timeline? I do, so that's what I'm doing it, and that's why that stone is there. So I am a Virgo, I ain't dumb. Of course, I apply these readings to my own life and myself. I mean, it's coming through my nervous system. We're all one, so I'm going to do a bit of service, right? So I guess that's about enough explanation. So focus, both of you on the floor if you can. Well, I've got one. The other one is in Virgo pose. Focus on your breath, if you will, and let's have fun with this. These can be very, very fun reads if they're, meant to be. To see where we've been, where we are, where we're going. In the True Love timeline. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh boy. Still point. Goddess. Override. As I call upon my goddesses of earth, the sign of Virgo, powers of the north, please, beloved goddesses of mutable earth. 3 cards, face down, past, present, future, simple timeline for the Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and our cross watchers. Watching this video, drawn to this reading, the heart, the third eye crown dynamic, the internal, the feminine, my goddesses. Where have we been? Where are we now? Heart, third eye crown. Virgo collective sun, signs and cross watchers. They're being specific. Where have no? Got it. I hear you. Where are we now? Okay, so there's a little deliberation. There might be some Virgo overthinky going in here. So please, my goddesses, where are we now? Heart, third eye crown. Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign in the timeless. True love read. There we go. But where are we headed then? Where are we headed? Most probable outcome timeline in the True Love timeline for the Virgo collective and the cross watchers. We're going to get these 3 face down as well, so then we'll flip them over past, present, future, and get the whole chakra spectrum. We're not including the 8th chakra on this one. If I threw in the 3 Caroline Myss archetype cards, this would be an hour long reading. We're not going there, I know, maybe. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh boy. Still point. God override. As I call upon my gods of earth, sign of Virgo, powers of the north, please, beloved gods of mutable, changing earth. 3 cards in clarity, face down, past, present, future for the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and our cross watchers. Watching this video, drawn to this reading, lower 3 chakra dynamics, relationships in the physical world, the masculine energy, outside looking at it ourselves, or inside us looking at it, people, places, and things. Where have we been in the True Love timeline? Where are we now? Much more decisive in the True Love timeline. And where are we headed? We just do our best, right? Where we've been, where we are, to navigate this wisely and well in this timeless True Love timeline. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I gotta see all 3. No, sorry. I'm the boss. I had to do this. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Okay. Is it romantic? It's too general to say, but I will say there's a lot going on here. Where have we been? Well, inside we've got Ma'at, the Justice. So we brought something into balance inside of ourselves. Our heart was weighed by Ma'at against a feather, and we must have passed. We came back, right? We're here. The Justice card, when it is a major arcana card in this kind of read, it's all 4 chakras, but there's usually one that's a little dominant. So again, a general read. read, this could certainly be third eye as well as throat, because throat is willpower, choices, and decisions. The still point at the center of the scale, right, is the heart if you're working all four here. So, all 7 chakras there. So definitely, when does justice show up? When there's most likely been an injustice or an imbalance, but it definitely shows an alignment of these 4 chakras. With Page of Swords on the outside, the Gemini card. Oh, sorry. No, it's Page. I don't associate the pages necessarily with people. They can be, but they're more about the element of air in terms of messengers. Yes, certainly there could have been some communication going on here, a lot of thought, but definitely feels a little Gemini, which is mutable air to mutable earth. But this can also be about communications. Is it always the the internet stalker card? Maybe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with finding out if somebody is who they say they is, right? Particularly if you're trying to be balanced and just and all of that, but certainly can just mean communications, I would think, going back and forth, messages coming in. Now, if we're going to give that a chakra thing, element of air can very much be that solar plexus, right? How we think, or how we're communicating and presenting ourselves in the world. Well, that does kind of lead to an interesting place where we are now. 5 of Pentacles on the inner. There may be a feeling of being locked out in the cold, as we see in the Rider-Waite-based 5 of Pentacles across the board. But here in this deck, I love Daughters of the Moon. Earthquake. Inside. Not outside. Inside. All right? So think about that. The earthquake. It takes a long time for an earthquake to build up to shit finally shifts, right? It's a change. And they don't last long. Like, there's never been like a year-long earthquake. Like, that's the end of the planet, right? Forget that. That's not going to happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But they usually last like 10 seconds. And depending on Richter scale, depends on how much change is done and damage and, all of that on the inside. Pentacles on the inside, for me as a reader, is more about the wisdom that you've gained from the outside world through experience. Knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. And wait till you see what the lower 3 chakras is. So just know, oh, screw it. With the Wheel of Fortune in the lower 3 chakras, all at once, it's written, it's scripted. You can't fuck this up. You could try, but it wouldn't shock me if we're shook on the inside, right? There's a change going on inside of us, and it has to do with experiences we've had and the experiences we are having right now, if we take this as right now, where we are on the path of true love. It's the 3 sisters, it's the Fates. I mean, go if you need a good introduction, Sandman. There we go. That's a good place to start. But in Greek myth, it's they weave the web, they write the story. So we're just playing out something, and the wheel is turning. We are moving forward. There's no backwards. I know it feels like we backslide every now and again, or we relapse into old habits, etc., etc. But it's just going deeper. It's just healing the next layer. It's a natural healing process. So really, it's not a cycle. It's a spiral. There is no backwards. It just looks like it sometimes, right? So if there is this internal shookethness, thou art shooketh within, it's okay. But, here's the other thing. The fates. Fate is alchemized into destiny, like lead is alchemized into gold, or fear is healed into love. So this could be something destined, something written. Maybe someone crosses our path, or maybe someone comes back around. Who knows? In a general read, this general. But wait, there's more. But we have the opportunity to choose destiny, regardless of the fate we may be faced with. Not a bad idea. Because where we're going, this is actually very wise. 7 of Blades on the inner. The key word here is meditation, and it is about stillness and listening. And again, a very third eye kind of thing. Is it throat chakra if you're in stillness? It's a choice, certainly. But for a Mercury-ruled sign like Virgo, this is about stillness. It is about, yes, it can be a defensive posture we've seen in the Seven of Swords, sneaky, sneaky. This is a different vibe, right? This is a woman ice fishing, holding the spear in silence over the hole in the ice with her woo-woo there, just making sure everything's cool and not singing at the top of its lungs, as I believe that breed is known to do. With the Ace of Cups, Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, hanging out in a see-through nightie. We think it's see-through, offering a cup of love, either coming from us or going to us, right? Either we're offering it or it's being received. So it would make sense after the shookedness, right? If we can just ride the wheel, if you will, allow it to turn, play our role, do the best that we can. And remember, we got a wild card coming and a crystal oracle of all of those. To navigate this wisely and well. Now, again, is this screaming romance? Nah, no, but it doesn't necessarily scream any other type of particular relationship. I will say with this in the lower three chakras, the Wheel of Fortune, pay attention to your lower three chakra intuition, because if it's a group dynamic, your root chakra will tell you stay or go, right? Fight, flight, flee, whatever. Second chakra, if it's with another person, even if you think about him, the second chakra goes, the answer's no for now, right? Because you get it. And solar plexus, if your solar plexus turns into a fist, it's saying that you are most likely about to violate one of your boundaries or to do something unethical or something that's not who you want to be, your relationship to yourself. So with this Ace of Cups, in the future, you know, that could be offered. It could be we give it to ourselves in the silence and stillness of meditation, which, honey, ain't new for Virgos, right? That's the way through. Whatever arises, love that. Thank you, Matt Kahn. And no, the wild card, as I said, is not the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. It is the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, a deck that I consecrated the day I got it to my archangelic lineage, Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lions, the Archangel of Wealth, the Archangel of Nature. And not only is she an archangel, the angel, the lioness of God, she's a virtue. In fact, she's in charge of the virtues. Virgo power, cross your legs. Let's get a crystal oracle, shall we? I love these reads. Please take a nice deep breath. Hey, I do what I love, babe. Still point. Still point is my Shazam. One more time. Still point. Ariel, override. As I call upon the beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of Lions, beloved Archangel of Wealth, beloved Archangel of Nature, which means the rocks and the trees and the aminals, and all of that great virtue, great Archangel. One card in clarity, please, for us, Virgo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power through the Crystal Oracle message? That if we have the stone, maybe this becomes a true love stone for a reason, a season, or the rest of our lifetimes. But for now, what you got for us to help us navigate this timeless true love timeline for the well-being of all, that true love may conquer all. This timeless read, Gold with Quartz. Gold with quartz. Now this is about taking high inspiration and bringing them down into physical form. Gold is a conductor, not an insulator, and certainly for me, part of my alchemical schemata of language led to gold. Can you imagine if I added Caroline May's archetype cards? This would be here forever, but I do that in private readings. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. Gold with quartz. Ready? Teeny tiny little print. Physically grounding, earth sign, abstract ideas and inspirations. Several wonderful ideas and inspirations are filtering through into your physical reality. Now that could be prefaced in that Page of Swords, communications, new things coming in. I will say, since the 25th anniversary of the company, May 1st, a lot has happened, a lot of communications. Janet Grace is making music for us, and she's making an album based on it. It's pretty amazing. These ideas and inspirations which stem from your soul will help you manifest many of the things your heart has for so long desired. And in a general read, look, we all have things written in our heart, but we didn't write them there. They're part of the assignment. They're part of the gig. They're part of the contract, right? So for so long desired, it says that we've wanted this for a while. Over the coming days, your intuition will be strong, and you will have a greater sense of the universal spirit that flows through all things, which you find in silence. I'm sorry, I didn't just come up with that off the top of my head. I mean, that's most of Eastern philosophy, particularly Zen and Buddhism, right? Eckhart Tolle, right? Certainly the practice of silence is not unknown to hermit card Virgos, right? Though we are mutable. Through this, a newfound sense of joy and wonder emerges. That could be Ace of Cups, right? Which transforms your life. Give thanks for this blessing and allow it to inspire and illuminate your heart and mind. Your ideas and inspirations are divinely guided, so trust them. Now, I think that also points us directly to where we are right now. Probably in the center hub, the axle, if you will, the center of the Wheel of Fortune. With the fates. We have choices and decisions to make, but we have free will. We only get to choose from the options. We don't get to choose what the options are. That's the difference between being in this side of the game and that side of the game, right? So the inspiration that we are getting here, considering we're coming from a place of justice and ma'at, in communications, you know what? Oh, you know what this is? Most likely, this is us being open and honest and balanced and clear and fair in our communications and decisions, but probably with many people, right? The Page of Swords, Aeolus here, I know, the legendary adventures of Hercules and all of that aside, a god of the wind, I believe that's Aeolus, the Page of Swords in the Mythic Tarot, so there's probably been a lot of conversations going back and forth, where we are right now. Something's changed on the inside or is in the process of changing, but it may not last very long, but it is here for a purpose that we may not understand right here, right now, but we are moving forward, right? And so to go into stillness and allow perhaps this Ace of Cups to come, if not to go from us, so that we're physically grounded, and these abstract ideas and inspirations can become physically grounded and manifest our heart's desires. I mean, it pretty much called that out, right? Things we've wanted for a very, very long time. So we'll put this together in a blessimation. And then it's the end of the reading, essentially. But if you want to hang out, we're going to talk about private sessions and Patreon and other cool stuff that's going on for Drawing the Circle Productions and Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mel. Power across your legs. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to navigate this true love timeline in the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest way that we can, coming from a place of established balance and justice with Ma'at. Our heart has been weighed, and it was equal to or lighter than, and certainly justice, it seems, and fairness in communications in the past have brought us to a place of the Five of Pentacles on the inside of an earthquake, which can sometimes be, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, sploosh, with, because it's time, and there's a general read, so the timing of that, the Wheel of Fortune is a timing card, and certainly that we can go into stillness, go into the world behind our eyes, and find the still point, where we have access to the truth, ever higher truth, to see things from, those inspirations that either come to or flow from, or maybe both, with the Ace of Cups, Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, but hanging out by the sea in her see-through nightie. with this golden quartz vibration. May we be blessed. Even if we ain't got a piece of gold, we can grab a piece of quartz. We can make that work. That we can physically ground our ideas and inspirations. That by water, by earth, and air, and fire, we manifest our heart's desire in the true love timeline of this lifetime. For our well-being, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. May true love conquer all. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. I love this new music. I hear it in my head. That third knock triggers it. Trigger! Earthquake! Did you like the reading? I did. Hit the thumbs up. Help other Virgos find it. Same thing if you comment, if you subscribe. That just means you're gonna get more of me. But you hit the notification bell. You'll be told the next thing's here. I put out a lot of content, right? And all of that stuff, like I said, just helps the Virgos and the cross watchers find the reading. And the more of us that do this, the faster we're all going to move into that zone, that timeline more permanently, right? Not just dipping toes. Because over on Patreon, we don't have algorithms. No, you sign up for one of my levels of subscription. I'm telling you, I do my best. You will get everything available on that level of subscription as long as you remain a subscriber. All of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and an extensive discount on private sessions with me. So do check it out. I love it. It is my favorite thing. And YouTube is a part of that, as is the Facebook group, Mark Angelo Alliance Mouth for short, and the Drawing the Circle Facebook page, just all the other social media stuff, which is very Page of Swords. Certainly, come check it out. Come play Patreon on Patreon. It's some of my best service ever. And if you would like to book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, or a reading on Zoom in person, if I gotta travel, all of it's on my website, drawingthecircle.com. In the store, you'll see little things you can click on, spells it out for you in detail, rather simply, considering I changed my prices, and I brought back the half hour of power, which it's good to be doing that publicly instead of just privately. I only had it for certain clients, but I made a video booking private sessions with Mal. There is a link in the description box, of course. And certainly I do a lot of relationship reads for people. It's kind of what I'm good at. Some people call me the true love witch, and it's true. I am, because true love is the truth of who we are. It is our essence, and there's only one of us. It's truth and love. Every choice the best you can. That's a hero's journey. And that's kind of what this feels like, particularly the Wheel of Fortune. The fates are weaving something for us. So hang in there as we're grounding some of them inspirations. Start little, right? Little by little, we'll get there. Grain of sand by grain of sand by grain of sand, because that's Virgo. So hang in there. Book me if you wanna. Clients always come first. Service, service, service. But I think you'll know what to do as you need to know it. Just trust in your inspiration. And by all means, heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.